Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. What up, people? What up? Who's live? Who's live? Who's live? What's going on, my people? I don't know if everybody's still eating dinner or what, but I figured I would go live as a practice. I want to start doing this a little more frequently. So that's what my hustle is today. I was sitting, my family's out in England. So I'm, y'all hear me? I'm breathing like a monster movie. Thanks, bro. I'm figured I would go live and talk to y'all a little bit today and see if we could do some questions. We're gonna try and take some calls. I'm gonna see if I can get this shit together like we do. Let me see if I can put this number up for you guys. That would be awesome. I'd like that a lot. Let me put this number in so y'all can call in. If anybody wants a live consultation, that would be dope. Get that number down. Boop, boop, boop. Happy Easter, everybody. Let me say that. Let me start off with that. I mean, I'm not a religious person, and I'm stupid enough to say I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual, because I think that's just bullshit. It's a cop-out. It's like almost like you want to be atheist, but you can't. You're still hedging your bets. But I respect it. I get it. I get it. It happens. Let's see. Let's see if we can show this. Yeah, we go. Uh-oh, not me getting the hang of it. Anybody got any calls y'all want to call in? You see the number on the screen, 646-78. Is that right? No, that's the wrong number. My bad. Sorry, people. Don't call that number. Call the bottom number. Yeah, the scrolling number. Let me hide that one. Yeah, I'll put the other number in for y'all. Because I love y'all. Of course I do. Happy Easter. Happy baby Jesus Day. It's dope at whatever y'all doing. If y'all with your families or if you're not with your families, hang out with me. Let's get some lessons in today. That's what I feel like doing. I feel like helping people today. Is that different from any other day? I would say not. We're still gonna go live on Tuesday. Without fail. We'll be on at 8:30. I'm hopefully 8:30. So I'm hoping for that. Let's see. Bam. There we go. There's the number. Anybody wants to call in, y'all can call in. I'll answer any question. I had a call. First of all, I want to say this. I get calls from all over the world, literally. I got a call from a dude in Japan. I'm not going to mention his name, so I just want you to know, if you have a consultation with me, I may talk about it, but I will not let anybody know who or what, who you are or what you are. I will not do that because I just don't think it's fair. Wow, why not? Why are we not able to stream on my Instagram? That's weird. Well, we got a call. Now this is the test of time to see if I can answer this motherfucker. Oh, great. It's not showing up. Fantastic. How did I know this? All right, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I'm not seeing this. Well, I'm having problems with it again, guys. I know y'all are sick of me, but give me a minute. I will figure it out, I promise. I promise. Let me take the number down again and see if we can get it. If I can get it working. Ah, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Why is it not showing up now? God damn it. Uh, 9 minutes in. Okay, here. I think we can call in now. Uh, people. Who do I have in? Do I still, somebody put something in the chat for me? I'm back. I think the phone call's working. I think I do have to put the banner up. Yes, I do have that. That's the phone company call. That's the phone number. If y'all want to call in, somebody call in and see if we could get these calls going. What I was saying before was I was trying to what was I trying to do? I was talking to a guy who here's my comments. Yeah. Can y'all hear me? Somebody put something in the chat if y'all can hear me. All right. Anybody that's still on live, I'm trying to figure this out, man. I apologize. I'm Yeah, we got a call. Let's see what we can do.
From.
D-Lo.
To accept, press 1. To
CeeLo, what up?
What's up? This D-Lo, man.
D-Lo, what up, baby? What's going on?
So, I have a girl at home. I love her dearly.
Okay.
I want to marry her, you know. But my problem is this little chick at the job. Man, she got a shelf back there, man. Titties fat as fuck, like, and she's starting to flirt with me. And I want to stay truthful and honest. I know that's something you always say.
Yeah.
Man, it's rough, man, trying to do that. Like, I'm a young nigga, too.
How old are you?
26.
26. Okay. And what's your number?
What do you mean my number?
Your body count. What's your body count?
I don't really count. Probably like 30.
All right. Okay. I mean, so you ain't fresh out the plastic, is what I'm saying.
Nah.
So let me ask you this. let me just say this, dog.
Yeah.
Is have you been in any long-term relationships before?
No, this was my first one. Like, I started off late. I was saving myself till marriage, and that didn't work.
Were you
I
religious? Were you kind of religious?
Yeah, I was super religious.
Okay. Is she also religious?
My girl, no.
Okay. So here's what I would say. Why are you so quick to get married? Why is it so imperative for you to get married? Or is that something you're trying to do? Or is it just something that you're talking about right now?
I mean, she's the love of my life, man.
Okay. And how long you been with her?
3 years.
Did y'all live together now, or you just dating?
Oh yeah, for like almost 2 years I've been living with her.
And how's that going?
I mean, this is ups and downs. She make me mad,
but y'all got a good situation where you're talking.
Yeah.
Any complaints?
I mean, normal women shit. That's only complaint.
All right, so here's my thing. What I would say to that, I hesitate a little bit because you're young, right? And you haven't had a lot of relationships, and
right.
You were religious. You were staunchly religious, and she wasn't, right? Can y'all hear the call? Just somebody in the chat. Make sure y'all could hear the call loud and clear, please. Just let's make sure of that. And then she's not religious. Like if both of y'all were religious, then y'all kind of cut from the same factory. I mean, have you ever seen Sister Wives or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a dude there who's not. It's not like he got a lot of game, but in the construct of the culture of Mormonism, they allow multiple wives, right? So he's able to maintain multiple women, not because he has real game or nothing like that. It's just part of the culture. The same is true when you're super religious. Like you get religious people hook up with religious people, and they, because their constitution is the same, it's easy for them to stay together. You feel what I'm saying? Because the morality links up, right? Is she what? So, I mean, this is something you got to do. If you got a fatty, you got somebody that's, I'm gonna talk to you like I would like an old dude. Here's my thing. The voice is low. Let me see if I can turn up the voice for y'all. I'm sorry. And see if we could get that up higher. Appreciate y'all yelling at me, trying to get me. But what I'm saying is, if you think this is the one, right? You
Right.
you don't want to risk it on a ride at Disneyland. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's just not worth it. If you got substantive relationship, ultimately that's the thing that's gonna keep y'all together. A fat booty, you don't know who this chick is. You have no idea the problems that come with that. And if you do this, the bottom line is you're gonna destroy your girl. And the problem is a lot of times when we do stuff. Now, I'm always an advocate for being honest. If this is something you want to do, you got to be honest about it. But let's also be reasonable too. Like when I say reasonable, uh, I'm all the way up on the caller, bro. I'm sorry, man. They're trying to.
I can talk louder.
Yeah, that would be good. That'd be good. Um, so you got to ask yourself a question. Is it worth it? Is it worth to risk something that you say she's the love of your life? Y'all got a good relationship. All you have is the simple little mistakes that people make here and there. Man, why would you fuck that up? You know,
Right, right, you right.
why would you even fuck that up? It don't even make no sense for you to fuck that up, but to even go in that light. It just doesn't make sense. So, man, you're always gonna get somebody, especially when you got a girl and y'all are close together. Women can smell that consistency on you, and they want that too. They want a guy who's down for them, and so you're gonna be attractive. You're gonna be attractive to women in general because of the fact that you do have somebody. And
Right.
I just don't think it's worth destroying something by your. Now look, I don't know, I don't know how great your relationship. I don't even know what you consider a great relationship is. But it doesn't matter what I think. It matters what you think. And if you think that this is your love, the love of your life, man, I just wouldn't risk it. You feel me?
Yeah, I know. I feel you. I feel you, man. That's good points. Like, that's some good points. It's just like the temptation because she's so my type. My girl's fine too. I think just because because I haven't done it in so long. Like I miss shooting my shot, man.
Yeah, I get you. But I mean, you could also not get married. You know what I mean? But you got to
Right.
understand something, man. The authenticity of this, and I've said to guys uh, in situations like I have a guy that I counsel regularly. He feels like he's got his main girl. Absolutely think that this is the one. The problem is that even if he thinks it's the one, he's not ready to calm down. So he was like, I said, well, if this is really what you want, he's also your age, like 26, and I'm like, if you really want to step out, just don't promise her that you won't. So he went to her and he said, listen, I'm still young. I love you and all that, but I'm not finished doing what I want to do out in these streets. And I totally get if you want to leave, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready. He told her that, and they have an agreement that when he wants a little taste, he could step out. And what drove him crazy, he was really afraid to lose the relationship if he did step out. What I would say is you can't step out. You just don't want to step out and lie about it. You know.
Right, right.
I
Because
think that's
I
the
have.
that's the most
Go ahead.
important thing.
Yeah, because I have stepped out before and I told her about it. We ended up getting back together, so
Now, when
it's
you
just
did
like,
step out, did y'all break up or whatever?
yeah, we broke up for like a month and got back together.
Well, I mean, I think seems like she's really into you. This is a decision. Like I can't make these decisions for you. What I
Right.
can do is I can sort it out, the big picture, put it in perspective, so that you can go. All right, now that I know all my options and what I could do, because I don't think it's unreasonable, and I'm talking from a 57-year-old man. I don't think it's unreasonable to be 27 years old and still want to be out in them streets. I just don't. I mean, I'm still out in them streets. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, who am I to say that? And I don't judge like that. So I just think that that's what you now. If you want to have that conversation, then you have to breach that conversation with her from a perspective and say, I mean, I love you and you're in my heart, but I'm still young and I still got this in me, and this is what I'm thinking about. And I haven't made up my mind. I mean, you could breach that conversation and have a conversation. I think what the way that what you don't want to lose is your credibility by getting caught. It's not really the cheating so much as it's the lying. See,
Right.
if you lie, you like I've said this 100 times. If a guy is 85% trustworthy, right? That's the definition of a liar. You feel me?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I feel you.
So once you lose
Yep.
your credibility, you can't get it back. And that's
Mhm.
that's that's everybody. That's anywhere you go. Once you lose your credibility, I don't know if anything that you're saying is true. You feel me?
No, I feel you, man. I feel you.
So I think you gotta if this is really that important to you and you want to breach that, which I don't, me honestly, I don't think it's unreasonable. I don't think it's unreasonable to be 26 years old and not be ready to shut down the shop. I mean, who am I to say that? You feel me? But
Right.
but if you're gonna do it, I think what you have to do is you got to be honest about it. And I honestly think if you are honest about it, um, she'll respect that. Especially if you didn't step out. If you're having this conversation and you haven't stepped out, and you're discussing this with her. You know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Someone the chat, Young Bass Prince said to me, who knows she's still gonna be there? Well, Young Bass, he's saying she's a real one. He's saying she got a winner. So let's not, let's not put doubt in his mind because of that.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
appreciate you, family. All right. But I just think you have to exercise the principles, and if you do that, you're always going to turn out okay. Whether or not the relationship works or it doesn't work. Like even my wife is in England, right? That was never something that I wanted to do. I never wanted to
Right.
be away from my son, but she hated New York. She hated being here, and you can't make somebody do something they don't want to do.
No, you're right.
You know. All right, family.
All right. Thanks, man. Thanks for the advice. I appreciate
Keep
it.
listening. Spread the word, man. The numbers up, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thanks for everybody in the chat. Shout out to feelings to Matt Mosher and Young Bass and all the people in the chat. Please keep the chat rolling. Also, man, text somebody and tell them I'm live on Sunday night. Somebody that you know, somebody that fucks with me. Let's get this shit live and then live and then live and then live. I think we got some. I'm hoping we get some more calls in. The lines is open, 929-269-4922. Call it in, y'all. We live. There's something that I call often that I call the Judge Judy effect. Maybe I'm dating myself by this, but because everybody's streaming services. But I think Judge Judy was a judge, and people would do small claims court. And what you would notice, she was like a hard-nosed Irish lady that just was taking no shorts. And one of the things that you find more than anything is that if she caught you lying in the first 5 minutes of any situation, that was it. You lose your credibility. That means she was going to question everything that you said after that point. Now, let me explain really quick why it's important to have that kind of credibility, that kind of trust. If you tell your woman you love her, how does she believe you if you're not trustworthy? If you tell your woman you want to be with her, that she's important to you, that you got her back, and you're always going to have her back, how does she believe you if you don't have any credibility? Let me see, capital K, what you talking about? It's not fair to keep a chick around if you want to be in the streets. Absolutely, it's not fair. But I will say this, Cap, that anytime that I've been straight up and I've said, yo, this is what's going on with me, 99% of the time, the woman never left. She was like, well, he's straight up. I know I can trust him. I know the simple fact that you're bringing it up to her, knowing that this could be a funky kind of situation. First of all, it does. What you got to understand, there's always a subtext to anything that's going on. And the subtext to that is that, she's got to go, hey, this is a guy who is willing to tell me the truth, even if it means ending the relationship. That he's just not a frivolous clown who's going to be on some bullshit where he's just talking out the side of his face, slick talking. Can y'all answer a brother's call? Did you call Ace? Call. I'm not seeing it up on the thing. Let me see real quick. Is this call out? I didn't see it. It didn't come up yet. Is Ace, real quick, is this a 607 number? Send it to me in the chat. Maybe I'll call you. I'm sorry, bro. This is a little funky for me. I want you to know, I told you that before. I'm trying to figure this shit out. So be patient. Yeah, thanks, Theo. It's something that I say all the time. I say this all the time. My honesty sharpens your truth. What I mean by that is the more honest I am, the more truthful you're going to be. You're going to have to be. Because liars will always be in a situation, where they want to hang around other liars. Because this way they won't get exposed. When a liar knows he's a liar, he know he ain't shit. He hangs out with friends who know they ain't shit. There's always that gray area because they feel safe in the context of that. So they know that you're not going to expose them. When you maintain that that ultimate honesty, right? When you maintain that ultimate honesty, you're in a situation where you can clearly you will always maintain your respect, but people who are liars, and I'm saying not just women, men and everybody else will leave you the fuck alone because they're like, if I show up with my bullshit, he gonna see right through me. In the chat, whoever's trying to call me, let me know if you call back. I'm still waiting to see. I'm gonna test the lines one more time from my phone and make sure we can get through. I'm hoping we can. Let me try this real quick. Rest in peace, Patrice. Black Phillip Show. This is if those who are like new listeners and stuff. It's not like they. Let me see if it comes up. It's coming up. Yeah, lines is working. Call in, y'all. 929-269-4922. Lines is open. If you want to call in, call in. So Chef T, here's in the chat. Chef, here's what I say about Black Phillip, and I always get a lot of flack because everybody is so beloved to Patrice and what we were doing at that time, but a lot of times the myth becomes bigger than the person. Don't get me wrong, Patrice was a phenomenal dude. Smart dude, but he had, he was human, just like we all are. He had his flaws and his insecurities, and a lot of times it's difficult to even understand that having the flaws and insecurities of somebody who is your idol because you perceive them as this person who's Black Phillip was done, and I've given this it was funny. We had a lot of fun. I want you to Patrice was a brother from another mother, and we laughed and snapped and trashed each other all the time. The problem is this: Patrice was angry, and a lot of it came to like the revelation, like all of this stuff was new. I mean, a lot of y'all who are on, are internet savvy. Like I'm still trying to figure out the phone calls and stuff. Don't forget the number 929-269-4922. If y'all want to call in, call in. The whole YouTube, that's right, Matt. All of this red pill stuff came from the Black Phillip. If anybody listened to Kevin Samuels, if anybody listened to Andrew Tate, these dudes had quoted stuff that we said in 2006. But understand this, in 2006, I don't know how old I was then, but let's just, that doesn't even matter. The fact was in 2006, what we were talking about then, it's been almost 15 years since now. So I've learned so much more and I've experienced so more. And even though Black Phillip was a great show, it's always going to be iconic. There's my criticism I shouldn't say criticism, I should say critique. Critique in the sense of what could make it better is that there was too much anger. And when you, as the person who's speaking, portrays anger, it's sort of like a shout out to Billy Burr, but he had a joke years ago how he had this pit bull and Billy Burr is all angry and he's always wound up, but he would always transfer that anger to the dog. So the dog would be freaking out. So when the mailman came, the dog would be like, who are we gonna get? Who are we gonna get? It's crazy. So, but what I'm saying is our anger was transmitted on the air, and a lot of guys, I can always tell a guy who calls up and is a fan of Black Phillip, and they call and ask a question. The first thing they say is, "Yo, I'm talking to this bitch, and she blah 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 blah." Look, do I call a bitch sometimes? Yeah, but when she's acting like a bitch. But I don't use bitch as a pronoun. It's hostile, it's aggressive, and it's unnecessary. And so we had to. This thing had to evolve. Those who don't know me or are just coming to me, are like know that I was primarily the counselor, the relationship counselor for the Proud Boys, the original Proud Boys. I was there when they started the Proud Boys. This was before it was racially charged and before they were doing terrorist acts and whatnot. And so what I learned from that is you got to really be careful about what you say to people. Even if you're speaking your truth has to be so extensive that it's that it can't be twisted into something, can't be distorted and twisted. And what I realized back then when I was talking that shit to them goofy racist white boys, what I didn't emphasize the empathy in that. See, because you can't be racist and be empathetic. It's an impossibility. You can't look at another being, have empathy for them, and then treat them like they're subhuman. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, well, that is true. Frank from that land, his insecurities were on display, but he a lot of times he masked it with laughter and joking and shit. I'll tell you, I don't know if anybody knows this story, but when Patrice Scott had his stroke, when he first had his stroke, him and I weren't talking. We didn't have a fight. We didn't have an argument, but just being his friend was a lot. It was a lot because Patrice didn't trust nobody. So I don't know if you've ever met, and this is real, like with no disrespect to him, this is real bitch shit. You ever date a girl and she's insecure, but because she's insecure, she's testing you all the time. She's having her girlfriends hit on you. She's checking your phone. It becomes almost like a self-fulfilling thing where they're so worried about you treating that they worried about you cheating them because they don't think that they're good enough, that they're testing you all the time. And what I found with our friendship, it was so difficult being his friend because he was always testing you, always trying to see. He didn't trust you, and he didn't have trust a lot of times. But that's because he didn't have a lot of trust in his life in general. He didn't grow up with his pop. Andre's dope, man. I know he's got his podcast. He's taking pictures, so just people in the chat talking. Anybody call in, man. You see the number 929-269-4922. Even if you just want to give me a shout out, call in because I just want to make sure that the phones are working and I'm on point. I'm up and running. But he was a difficult friend. And I got to the point, plus I was 4 years, I think I'm 4 or 5 years older than him. So um, after a while, it just was exhausting trying to be his friend. So we were actually not really talking. We didn't have a fight, we didn't have an argument, but I just was like, this is a lot, man. I'm a grown man. I gotta have family. I had my career, and it was difficult having somebody check you all the time, trying to trying to prove that your friendship is valid. And the thing was, after he passed away, we weren't talking, and then I didn't have any access because I wasn't close with him like that anymore. I didn't have access to him to see him even when he had the stroke. I didn't get to see him even when he passed. In fact, nobody could. His mom kind of took over everything, and that was it. But you also get to the point where these friendships, just relationships, they become more of a burden than they're worth. We got a call in here.
From
Ace Boy Jesso.
Yo, Ace Boy, what up?
Hello, Dante.
What's going on, brother? How are you? Can y'all hear me in the chat? Somebody put a thumbs up if you can hear the caller in the chat. Speak up too, because people are listening. What's going on, baby?
How you doing, sir? How you doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Did you just call to give a shout out? Did you have a question?
Well, I don't know if I have an actual. Well, it's more than a shout out. I do appreciate what you do, and I've been listening since the Black Phillip Show, and I see the evolution and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I started listening to the Black Phillip Show after official breakup with
Yeah,
my
yeah.
kid's mom,
Yeah.
and me and her, we've been knowing each other since 2005.
Okay.
But yeah, we were just fucking around. Really, I liked her a lot, but she had her reservations because back then when I was 19, 20, I was out there being a hoe,
As
and
as we all were.
yeah, and then I went to prison when I was 22,
Uh-huh.
and we like reconciled, or she was always somebody I had in my
Now,
mind.
did you reconcile when you got out, or did she come and check you, or what?
We reconciled while I was in prison,
Okay. That's pretty dope,
and
man. That's pretty dope.
yeah,
That's a
yeah,
ride or die. Somebody that keeps your books right. Come on. You can't knock
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like what? Okay, so when we was what was it? 2005. Yeah. So when we were nine, because we're both the same age. We born. I'm 36, and I can't. My bad. I'm 37. She's 37 as well.
Right.
We'll both be 38 this year, born 1986.
Okay.
But like yeah, so we met on Crenshaw.
Wow. Okay.
I, I, yeah, out here on cruising. But yeah, we was fucking around heavy back in the day, and then all of a sudden, like she just went ghost.
Oh,
And
really?
then
So she held you down and just went. Now, are you around her now, or is she gone?
I'm sorry, I'm doing a whole little build up. I'm sorry. I hope you got a little time.
Well, I mean, all of it's not important. I know you think all
Okay,
of it is, but it ain't all important. You know what I mean? Just
okay,
give me the good stuff.
okay. Well, me and her, we reconciled while I was in prison, and she fell off, but she was down for me, like put money on the phone,
Yeah, yeah.
put
Make sure
put
your
what
books was right.
whatever,
I got you.
yeah, put whatever she could.
Right,
My family was looking out for me, so I ain't asking for much. And plus, she had a kid too, so I ain't.
right, right.
I'm not. Yeah. But anyway, so once we got out, once I got out, um, we
What kind of
like
bid did you do?
I did 6 years
Okay,
in the state.
that's a bid,
Yeah,
man. That's a bid.
yeah. She done dropped off, whatever. I ain't. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah. But anyway, so when I got out, like I got out April 2005, 14, and then we officially like got into a relationship in
Oh, so she went
2000.
ghost and then y'all hooked up again after you got out. So did she
Yeah.
go ghost while you were locked up?
Yes, but that's the thing. Like she has a habit of going ghost.
Even now, since y'all are in a relationship, or no?
Well, we got 2 kids together now,
Okay, so
so
she's
she
not
kind
going
of
ghost
can't
now.
go
She's
ghost.
not leaving her kids, is she?
Nah, but nah. She doesn't go ghost now,
But what's the problem, T?
but I like okay. So I know I fucked up like cheating wise, lying wise, and all this other type of stuff, right?
Right.
But and in my path of growth, like I came up with the concept of thinking like, okay, like her actions made me have this reaction of cheating and doing all this other type of
Okay, now I
shit. But
want to
then I had,
let's put a pin in that.
but
Wait, give me 1 second,
so
because I need to.
okay,
You said her reactions made you do certain things. What I want you to
but
understand is that
no,
it.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but then I had to realize that my actions made her have the actions to make me.
Right, I was just gonna
So
say that a woman is a reflection of the guy that she's sleeping with. So
right.
we reflect them. Now, don't get me wrong. Let's make it clear that you have some women that don't have the emotional capacity to accept love from you. Some women who are based on their toxic environment, based on how they were raised. But even that is partially our fault when we're looking at something as fundamental as her reactions, because if like I used to say this years ago, you know, what's the chick? So I Rise, the Maya Angelou. She would not have wrote a poem called "So I Rise" if her man was beating her up the side of the head with a cookie sheet because she didn't put enough
Yeah,
chocolate chips in the cookies. You know what I mean? So like, it's all
yeah.
respective. Nothing exists in a vacuum. I mean, our who we are affects them. Who they are affects us. The important thing is that you really gotta not let external stuff affect you, and you gotta be aware. This is one of my good friends, great comic Ali Sadiq. If y'all really like comedy and you one of the greatest storytellers I've ever seen in the history of this game, Ali Sadiq. He just did another special on YouTube called Lost. But
Okay.
he did 7 years in the penitentiary. Many
Yeah, I
he got
seen.
caught with. I think it was like 8 keys he got caught with. But the thing was that he
Oh,
didn't
he
like
did a feds and
he didn't like jail at all. And so
me
when he
either.
got out of jail, he was very intentful and deliberate about everything that he did. He was like his attitude was, I'm not going back for nobody.
Right.
And
Yeah.
because his thing, he would never let somebody get him out of the game. Now, I'm not saying he ain't no pushover and he ain't no punk, but I would say this also: he don't let there's nothing more attractive to a woman than a guy who is unaffected by the surroundings. Imagine the whole, I mean, they write superhero movies about this. The world is blowing up, it's on fire, and this motherfucker's as calm and cool as if he was eating cheese eggs and for breakfast. You feel me?
Yeah.
But go ahead, continue.
Oh, okay. Now to piggyback off of what you just said, like when I was in prison, like all the OGs used to fuck with me and be like, "Man, you like Joe Camel, like like Joe Camel cigarettes,
Yeah, yeah, cool as a
let
motherfucker.
I just be yeah, I'm just cool with that motherfucker, like, cause I was a young nigga, but like I conduct myself like I didn't horseplay in prison, like I didn't joke around with
Right.
niggas in prison just because I know what that leads into.
Sure.
Yeah, but and she recognizes, and like when people like, I'm kind of like an introvert, but when people like fuck with me and like get to know me, they be like, oh damn, like like
Yeah,
you're a different like type of nigga,
different
like
kind of dude. I
so
feel you.
yeah. and that's why I listen to you because I respect what you say. And
Man, I appreciate
I
you. I appreciate you calling in, dog. Man, I just want to say, man, I appreciate all the support that we getting. I mean, we really trying to take this shit back because there's a lot of fakes and frauds spewing this nonsense out that don't have the pedigree to do so. And I'm really trying to start a movement with some real motherfuckers, like some real 10 toes down type of motherfuckers. And so I just want to say, man, to you and everybody who's in the chat, man, thanks for supporting me, man. Support me. Don't forget to, and let me real quick, if y'all need a one-on-one consultation, if shit's bad and I can help you, hit me at DanteNero.com. Click on consult. You can book time with me at any time. I'm going to be doing these lives a lot more frequently, probably twice a week. Everybody knows I do Tuesday. I don't know. Did you know that I was doing this Tuesday? Tuesday at 8:30?
nah, I just like randomly get on YouTube and then I see you on there. I think I called once, but I didn't get through.
Okay.
But I seen you on here just right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I like, oh shit.
Yeah. I appreciate
Let me try.
El
I like.
Dungy, thank you for the super chat. Big family.
But I
Let
use
me
your quote like.
go ahead. Hold on one second. El Dungy gave me a super chat, $10. Hey, Unc, you're giving advice to folks. Do you think your answers would be completely different than what Patrice might say if he was still here? Or do you think that they more blend our ideas? I think that one of the things about Patrice, real quick, is just that I think we had our little breakup, and I always knew that we would be tight again. Because I think that I was a little older than him. I was a little more mature. And I also didn't go through a lot of the stuff that he went through when he was, when he was dealing with chicks. Because I I was a male stripper and I was pimping and all kinds of shit. So, I just had a different experience why I didn't have that anger. So I believe, one of the things about me and Patrice, we always were like, let's find out what the truth is. Forget about what my feelings are, but let's find out what the truth is. What's the actual truth? Because there is a truth. I believe there is a cosmic and universal truth. But I'm sorry, dog. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, that's good. I was just gonna say that I use your quote every week to people when because like I'm an introvert and like for some reason everybody wants to tell me they like I'm a barber too. Like when I got out of prison, I got my barber license.
Yeah.
I'm a barber, so everybody tells me all their business. But I tell people every week like if you tell the truth 85% of the time,
you're a liar. You're a liar.
Yeah.
Man, thank you, family. I appreciate you, dog. I'm gonna let you go so I can give somebody a chance to talk a little bit. Dog, thank you for listening to me. Wholeheartedly, dog. I appreciate you, man. And I'm hoping I'm gonna keep spitting this wisdom so we can, we can get this movement popping. You feel me?
Yeah, no, I appreciate you for answering and let me chop it up a little bit. So, check out my podcast, Ace Boys Worldwide.
Say it again.
Ace Boys Worldwide on the Ace Boy Pun Network.
Spell it real quick.
ACEBOY.
Ace Boy Worldwide. I got you, family. Thank you, man. Thank you for calling, bro. All right?
Appreciate it.
Peace. Yeah, phones up, 929-269-4922. What I was saying is, I believe that Patrice and I, with that super chat, I believe we would be on the same page. We always ended up on the same page at some point in time, because of the fact that we were always pursuing the truth. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I miss that dude a lot because we used to bounce off of each other, and he was my litmus and I was his. So if there was something that wasn't right, we could have a conversation. And now I don't really have that. I don't really have somebody who's on that level with me where I can fuck with them like that. And and I could, and they can bring something to me that I haven't already thought of. Very rare is that the case. It's because I've been thinking about this stuff for so long. The phone number is 929-269-4922. Call in, man. Call in. This. I understand that this was an impromptu kind of thing where we was, we're just making it happen and on the fly. But man, it's just dope. It's dope. It's Easter Sunday. I figured out after people it's 8 o'clock, so everybody should be rubbing their belly and opening their belt up and and chilling. So I figured I'd go live. I'm gonna start doing this a lot more frequently. Um, yeah, man, it's dope. It's dope. It's dope, man. Everybody in the chat kicking. Let me shout some of the people in the chat. Young Base Price. Let's see, because you're listed. Um, Economen, Austin Lowry, Matt Motions. Big shout out to the super chat from L Dungy. Thank you, brother. You the best. You the best that ever did it. User for Metac. I guess that's just a thing. Austin Lowry, Matt Moshe, Janice Homer. In the chat, Papa Minnow, King Visuals, Chiseled Adonis, all that. Yo, man, I also just got back. I don't know if y'all noticed. I just got back from Tijuana. I just went and got the Super Soldier, yo. Had my back done, my shoulder, my knees. It's crazy how when you got a little money, we got to put in. Come on now. Am I seeing? Why am I not this? Come on, God damn it. I can't see it. Why can't I see? I'm not seeing it. Shit. All right, you gotta call back. I'm not seeing it on the click. Get me back on that one. Just make sure. Um, Let me make sure it's the phones are still up and running. Let's see. Um, yeah, but I really miss that dude. But you know what? I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all motherfuckers keep me company. I get to talk to you motherfuckers all the time. Why can't I see the goddamn keypad? How's this shit? Why am I not seeing this? God damn it. What did I fuck up now? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really trying to get this thing right, right, right. Hold on. Uh, yeah. Hold on. Let me see if this thing comes up. Why is it not coming up? Let's see. Did I block it out or something? Damn it. I can't see it. Oh, God damn it. No, I'm not seeing it. I can't even. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get this shit right. I don't know what the fuck I did now. Let me see. Bear with me, people. I know this stinks. Cause I don't like it. So I know y'all don't like it. Um, shit. See if this number will come up. Check the phones one more again. I might actually have a way to. Let's see. Hopefully it'll ring up. Come on. Why can't I see this fucking call? Anybody in the chat? Thumbs up if y'all see me. Uh, hold on. Let me see if I can get. Come on. All right, fellas. I'm gonna have to shut this down and restart it up. Just stay with me, all right? And we'll bring it back. Can y'all hear me? Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me. All right. Y'all give me a thumbs up. Okay. All right. Well, I'll stay on then. I can't get the damn phone. Why I can't answer the goddamn phone? But let me see. Shut this down. Okay. Uh, all right. Let me see. Anybody in the chat? Anybody still in the chat? Sorry, we had to reboot that. Let me see if I can get these phones working again. Uh, Anybody still in the chat? Give me an okay sign.
Beige Phillip. Leave a message at the D.
You're all right. Cool. I appreciate y'all hanging in up. Let me see if I can get these phones working right now. I might have to put another number up. Let's see if this goes up. We've been up an hour too. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna close it down. We went up an hour, man. I appreciate y'all coming out through the on the on an impromptu. I didn't announce this or nothing. Don't forget, please. On Tuesday we're gonna go live again. We're gonna go live again. I'm gonna do it live, and maybe one day in the week I'm gonna pick out another day where we can go live for an hour so I can fuck with my people. Rocky the Hooligan, Jared, Madara, Uchiha, Big J Boogie, King Visuals, L Dungy, thanks. Yo, don't forget DanteNero.com. Follow me on Instagram, the Dante Nero. Follow me, the Man School page. Follow the Facebook page. Is my personal Facebook page is Dante Nero, the fan page. Y'all can like that. YouTube. Both pages. Follow all of that stuff, please. If y'all need a consultation, go to DanteNero.com. Y'all can click on consult. Y'all can get me, man. I appreciate y'all listening, man. I'm still, working these bugs out. I'm gonna tell you what I might do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Monday, I'm gonna go live again. Monday, tomorrow, about 7 o'clock. How about that? How about we do that? Y'all give me a thumbs up on that. Monday at 7 o'clock. Y'all in? Y'all with it? Y'all with it? Mr. Benjamin said, what I miss? I'm like, he goes, he goes, what I miss? Nothing. It's me trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. That's what you miss. Let me give my man L Dungy gave me the super chat. I'll find his super chat. Here it is. Let me show this. L Dungy, $10. Thank you, brother. I want to give you the best, man. Tuesday. So tomorrow I'm going to go on live Monday at 7 o'clock. All right? So, y'all my motherfuckers, man. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate y'all like a motherfucker. You know what I mean?